Alright, this is Always Greener, which is an entry that was submitted into DeceptionVille, which is the first challenge of the Hammer Cup 2022, hosted on runthinkshootlive.com. Okay, so we had that set sequence at the start where the citizen is obviously breaking us out. This is very similar to another map we played, but obviously they were both made at the same time, and you know the ordering of the ville is, I think, probably random, so it's not like one's copying the other. But in fact it was almost, you know, I think the one before we were just in like a normal prison, but this was like a prisoner pod. And you know, with especially with the text on screen, you know, the speech delivered through game text, which obviously I've gone on about. You know, that horse has been beaten so many times now. But obviously, as I did mention with the other one, with Ville lasting 9 days, it's very difficult to hire someone or get someone to do voice lines, especially if there's not that much dialogue. There's actually an exit sign there which can kind of, it might, you know, this might be an area that we can actually move through later on, I'm guessing. I wasn't quite sure at which point they would notice us. But I guess this is like a train station, and this could be, I guess, just set in the train station at the start of Half-Life 2 if we were to place it somewhere in the kind of Half-Life games. Not that we need to. Not that that's necessary for Ville maps, or you know, any map. I guess they should all be judged by their own, you know, on their own merits. Oh. I guess the text in this one compared to the other one, and I don't mean to compare them, it's just because they both so happen to be of the same premise, but the text in this one's very short compared to the other one. Where are they? Oh, there they are. Now, did we miss something back here? Because I do recall. No, that's just blocked off path. It's good how there is cover here for both us and the Metro Cops. And that's what makes a truly, or you know, a more interesting fight is if both of you, or both you and the NPCs that you're fighting against, have decent cover, but not a lot of cover, but enough so you're having to, you have to fight, but you also, oh, I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, having cover for both you and NPCs is good, but not too much of it. That's basically me. That's how I can sum it up. Is this the deception part of it? It's a very interesting twist. I expected the map just to end just there, that to be it. But obviously it's kind of making good use of the same space. I don't know if this is just the same area repurposed or if it's been copied and we were teleported elsewhere. Oh, I'm missing this text on screen because I am a slow reader. I've always said that. And yes, I guess the game text thing is partially a personal thing. I kind of understand the premise that everyone's going through the loop. Okay. Ah, right, yeah. Okay. I guess we needed to go and trigger that. So I guess we only get so far, perhaps, and then... What was it? Is that like a frog or something? Okay, let's play that one again. Obviously this time I know a lot more about what is happening, and maybe if we play it a second time, something different will happen. Sometimes I guess it's good to find that stuff out. But I guess this encounter allows you to take it at your own, pace. This is the first encounter of the map, and you can basically play it as you want. Well, all you've got is this pistol currently. I don't think we picked anything up until we got one of their, batons or whatever it is. It just kind of allows us to start the action for once, because more often than not, action sequences will, be initiated by the NPCs and the Combine soldiers will come rushing in. But at that, that first encounter allows you to do it first, to initiate it. Actually, it's quite smart how they run into cover. I was speaking about cover when I got sidetracked before, but they actually, instead of just running at you or just standing there, they actually run behind this partial cover, the grass. I don't know what you call that thing. But again, you can see into the area, the same area in fact, as you can see from up there. And this is, I guess, the central point of the map. He actually made it. So how did he get through there then? So it looked like that. I was expecting that citizen to, you know, not make it. I wonder if there's any way we can actually change this. It's not going to let me in. So I guess it's a fairly simplistic level up until that point. So, you know, there's fairly decent combat, kind of a strange premise. And it's at this point that things, you know, the you know, deception part of it really picks up, and the kind of strangeness of it becomes apparent. Because obviously before there was you know, the guy came and got the Metro Cop, but you know, things have changed, and you can see kind of the battles before. Kind of feels weird having a Metro Cop as a companion. I can't say that happens very often. And most of this time is just, you know, visual set pieces. I wonder if anything's changed around here. I'm just checking that I'm not missing anything. But it does build up this kind of quite a strange and unique story. Ah, so it is the same map. Or the same part of the map. I always knew it was the same map, I just wondered if we got teleported to a new area. It's hard to read the text against the white background. Guess it changed about in their reality, and I guess they'll get reset in the next one. Maybe I missed stuff. Or maybe there's... I wonder what happens when you go all the way back. So I came back here to check if there was any kind of Easter eggs or strange things to find, but it doesn't seem so. So basically my final thoughts on this map is it's very basic, but not bad. And the deception theme of it with the different loops is really well done, but I think it ends too quickly. Now, understandably, this was like a 9 or maybe 11-day challenge, but it was at least 9 days, and that's probably not a lot of time to build on this concept. So I think a lot could have been done with it. But yeah, the combat was good, and yeah, detailing wise, it captures the train station aesthetic very well. I don't know what this is. I couldn't tell you if this is like some trickery. But that was always greener.